Hello, welcome to our channel C.S.E-Pathshala by Nirmal Kaur. In this lecture, we are going to study about tuples and Python. Basically, we are going to concentrate about how to create, change, slicing, indexing, and the advantages of tuples. What are tuples? Tuples are very similar to lists except that they are immutable, they cannot be changed, whereas lists are mutable. They are created using parentheses rather than square brackets. We generally use tuples for heterogeneous data types and lists for homogeneous data type. Since tuples are immutable, iterating through tuple is faster than list. So there is a slightly high performance boost. How to create a tuple? To create a tuple, we usually list the items inside the parentheses, that is circular brackets separated by commas. The parentheses are optional, however, it is good, practical to use them. A tuple can have any number of items and they may be of different types like integer, float, list, string, etc. Now, as an example, how to create a tuple. We will going to perform this example on Jupyter Lab. How to assess a tuple? To assess a tuple, we use square brackets for slicing along with the index or indices to obtain the value available at that index. The indexing problem is being solved by assessing a tuple. Indexing in tuple. We generally use the index operator, that is square brackets, to assess an item in a tuple where the index starts from 0. So a tuple having 6 elements will have the indices from 0 to 5. If 7, it will going to have the 0 to 6. So trying to assess an index outside of the tuple index range, that is 6, 7, 8 up to so on, that depends upon the example, will raise an index error. Basically, when we use the integer as an index value, we can't use the float or other data types. That will result in type error. For indexing in tuple, example is there. Slicing in tuple. For slicing in tuple, we can assess a range of items in a tuple by using the slicing operator, that is colon. Slicing can be the best visualized by considering that the index between the elements are to be shown. So if we want to assess a range, we need an index that will slice the portion from a tuple. Example for slicing. For changing a tuple, unlike lists, tuples are immutable, whereas lists are mutable. This means that the elements of the tuple cannot be changed once they have been assigned through some value. But if the element is itself a mutable data type like list, we can use the plus operator to combine the two tuples, that is concatenation, and to repeat the element in a tuple for a given number of times using the star operator. Both plus and the star operations result in a new tuple if the nested items can be changed. For concatenation and repeat, the program is there. Now, what are the advantages for tuples? Like tuples that contain the immutable elements can be used as the key for a dictionary. With lists, this is not possible because that are mutable. Since tuples are immutable, iterating through a tuple is faster than a list, so there is a slight performance boost also. Tuples are quite similar to lists, both of them are used at the similar situation. And we generally use the tuples for heterogeneous data type and list for homogeneous data type. Now we will solve the example. Creating a tuple. This is Jupyter Lab. Now we will run this. Yeah, the output is there. For my tuple first, that is the circular brackets, then another 1, 2, 3, then 1 hello 3.4, and then mouse, then this all. This is for creating a tuple. Now for indexing. Indexing purpose, there is a nested tuple and index type error. And next come is for slicing. For slicing, the elements are to be 8 and indexed value. Next come is changing a tuple. Generally for concatenation and repeat of the value. Now for concatenation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values are being there, like plus is there na? So there is a concatenating. And for repeat values means repeat is to be repeated 3 times. Thank you.